Hello, everybody. My name is Lisa with Gibson Specialties. Thank you for being here tonight for Let's Build a Snowman event. I am the caboose tonight, so I am the last presenter. If you see the red light button, you cut me love. If not, it has to replay. And I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I'm just letting Dawn finish up over there with hers, and I'm just trying to get my comments pulled up on my tablet. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Okay. How is it? Hi, it's Karen Jean. How are you? Welcome in, everybody. How is everybody doing? I am, it's been an event that started at 10 o'clock. We'll go over the line in just a minute. We'll give everybody time to get in here and get share into the group. How are you all? Hello, Audrey. How are you? I'm just going to be honest right up front. I am so nervous because I'm really going out of my comfort zone today with this event, with this, what I'm planning on doing. So, y'all just give me some grace. It's going to be a hello, Kimmy, how are you? So, being so close to Valentine's Day, I thought we would just make my snowman a Valentine's snowman. Y'all come on in. Thank y'all for being here. Hello, Linda, how are you? How are you? I'm using things tonight that I got from Karen White with White's Creative Designs. She, hello, Gloria. Hello. I agree with you. Totally, Karen Gina. And it's cold here. It's not even been 25 degrees all day. And he said, hello. So it's cold. And so my sister Gloria was kind enough to give me some glass. We're going to do a little resin tonight. And that is so out of my comfort zone, but we're going to try to make it work. We have a heart here. We're going to paint first. I've got it on like a Jenga block. I know it. Hey, Karen, how are you? Welcome in, everybody. So, okay. I got the painter's tape taped to the back of the heart to pull it off our piece of styrofoam. We're going to do that first. It was busy, but it was okay. It was okay. We're off, me and Gloria both off tomorrow, so we're thankful for that. A day off is great. You know what I mean? So this came from White's Creative Designs. I had Karen cut me some hearts. And so we're going to put some resin down. We're going to do that first and let that be sitting for a minute. And hope that I don't mess this up too bad. I am nervous about it. I'm not going to lie. But my sweet friend Gloria brought to work today some glass for me. So we're going to just, I'm not going to need very much resin at all because we're just going to sprinkle it over top of this heart. We're going to paint it pink first. And then we're going to get busy on our snowman. How are you all tonight? I know I'm not going to get done in an hour, but maybe since I'm last. Thank you. Hi. How are you, Kathy? So I'm going to paint this pink first. We're going to paint it pink. And the thing that and I was talking to Karen with White's Creative Designs before I came on, and I said, you know what? I paint, but it's not like this. This is how I normally paint. And so the eyes are worrying me more than anything. Hello, Linda. Hello, Sherry. Hello. But we're gonna get it going. So the first thing I'm gonna do with my heart, because we're gonna put some resin, some glass down on this. And Gloria got me some beautiful glass to use with the resin. But we're gonna get this painted a little. We're going to just get our pink painted down and get that dry first. These hearts Karen made for me, and they are so pretty. Hello, Ellen. Hello, Bonnie. How are you? Hello. Creations by J&J. Hello, how are you? Hello, Corey. Welcome in, everybody. Glad you all are here. You're either going to see me rise or fail, right? It's going to be one or the other. But I hope that this turns out like I anticipate it to. I'm the caboose tonight. It's been a great event from what I've been able to watch. And what we're doing first is just putting this color is, so you all will know, it's baby pink from it's Folk Art Multi-Surface. It's baby pink. I know Karen, I asked her if she would make me some, I called it wonky hearts. So she said, well, yeah, what size do they need to be? And so she did a great job. Hello, hello, hello. Karen, how are you? Know it. And if Mary with the Painted Peaches on here tonight, I got her package today. It's so pretty. Okay. So here's our little pink heart. I want you guys to look at this beautiful glass that my sister sent me. I've got 2 or 3 packages of it, but look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. So, although I've got this for the resin, we're going to put some glass in here. And hope I don't spill this all over the place. Hello, Karen Huss. How are you? I know. Isn't that pretty, Lindell? Quite Creative Designs. She really does a good job. I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it. So what I will do is, now that we've got this dry, and I've got this sitting on a jingle block taped down. Hello, Karen. We're just talking about you. Here's the lady that made the hearts and the snowman we're using tonight. She does do a very good job, and if you all need anything, reach out to her. Told her I was really going to lift her up tonight, and I am. She does a great job. Not just with this, but with many things. So, we're going to take some of this. I think what I'm going to do is do kind of a mixture of this and the reflective glass a little bit. Let's see. Let's messy. I'm just going to put some in this cup. It's so pretty, isn't it? So we're going to make our snowman, we're going to make him a Valentine's snowman. We are. You're welcome. Anytime, girl. Such pretty glass. Can you all see the color of this glass? It's so pretty. I don't know how much I'm going to need, but I'm going to just give you just kind of a idea. Can you see how pretty that is? Hello, Lynn. How are you? Yes, Karen. That's right, Lindell. It's such pretty glass. And so we're going to put that. I'll set that right over here so we won't. Okay. Hang on. That does not need to go anywhere for sure. And so she sent me some. I know, right? So this is really pretty too. And if you don't know anything about glass, you know that this is kind of like mirrored glass. You got big pieces like this, and I typically throw that back in there. But this is the other. Isn't that pretty? I know it's so pretty, isn't it, Kimmy? So we're going to put some pieces in there. The big piece, I'm just going to set that right there because I wanted to do this first so we could get some. I'm going to get the bigger pieces sitting down here. Whoop. All right. I believe, and I'm not sure. Let's get just a little bit more of this. I believe that it's not going to be. I know it does, don't it, Ellen? This is beautiful, beautiful glass, guys. So we're going to put that in there. We're going to get our resin down on that first. I've got some gloves sitting here. I'm going to use Let's Resin with what I'm doing. I'd rather have too much than not enough, so that's why I'm doing. And whatever we don't use is we will put back. So, all right. So there's that. All right. So let's get our glass. I'm gonna move this glass out of the way. Move our paint out of the way, and we're gonna get this. This is not. I'm not a fan of these cups, but I can throw this away when it's over. We're gonna get our. I'm gonna take my rings off so I can get these gloves on good. So we can do this part, and then we can get started on our snowman, right? Thank y'all for being here tonight. Thank you for being. It's been a great event today. Kimmy's event's been a great event. So we're going to just get a little bit of this resin mixed up, and what I normally do, because I can't see with the flip. That's just no joke. So I'm going to do 20, and I know I'm not going to need that much. I know I'm not, but we're going to do some this is Let's Resin. This is the epoxy clear that we're going to use. And whoop. It's got caps inside each of it. You have part. Here's when you have to be really careful with this. Hi, Tamara. How are you? Karen with White's Creative Designs made the hearts for me. Okay. So I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but I'm going to do 20. It's 10 of each one. So we're going to put part B in here first. I don't think it really matters. So we're going to put, it has to be precise. It has to be. Let me see where I'm looking here. And that's too much. So we're going to pour just a little bit of that back in there. Has to be precise. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. All right, there's 10 for that. So the way that I keep it straight when they're both clear is I put it back into the container, the cap back in, and I get this out of the way and back down here so I don't get them confused. It's very easy to do if you've got two of them are clear. So I'm just holding this up so I can see. Right? We'll put that back down in there, and this is going to have to be stirred about 3 to 5 minutes. 3 minutes is what they call for, but I usually try to do it longer than that. Just simply because I want it to be stirred up really, really well. I had a little stick here. I've got the bigger ones, but I had a smaller one. There it is. There it is. So we're going to start me a timer. Yeah, I didn't think it did either for you. And you can let this set, this resin, up to about 15 minutes or so. I don't try to vigorously really stir it because it causes bubbles. So we're just going to stir this. Take our time and stir this. And I started about 10 minutes after, so about 14 minutes after. Hi, Brittany. How are you? Oh, bless your heart. Yes, she would. Lynn would know if it matters. But I don't stir it vigorously like I would the 10-minute resin, simply because it causes bubbles, and we don't want bubbles. We don't. Hello, Shelly. How are you? Welcome, everybody. I'm glad y'all could be here. Kimmy asked me to do this event, and I was more than happy to. Worked all day, but that's okay. I'm just I'm trying, you're trying to stir it, but I'm trying really not to. I'm trying not to stir it too fast because you can see the bubbles in it. And I've got some alcohol back there, but I didn't bring it here with me. So, me too. Me too. I worked 10 hours today. So it was a long day. We're just stirring. I'm just keeping it on the time. Got about another minute and a half or so. Yes, thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it. No bubbles allowed, right? Oh, I know, girl. Glory she does more with resin than I do. This kind. I do a lot with the 10-minute. She does a lot more with this than I do. But we're gonna put this glass down here, and our little snowman is gonna be holding this pretty little heart with something else I've got on in mind to go on his little body that we're gonna put on there. And I think that really will be pretty. Yes, probably not. Probably not. So we got about another minute, and I'm sorry y'all have to sit here and watch me stir this, but we need to. And it gives you with the clear resin. It's about a 15-minute window. It's okay to let it sit. And that'll give us time to get our glass down, right? Give us time. And then I'll show you. I may not be able to put it down, but we'll show you what we're going to do with it. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate you being here with us tonight. Thank Kimmy for having me. It's been a great event today. I've not been able to watch everybody, but I've caught some of just about everybody. And it looks like that everybody did a great job. Okay. I'm going to set it right there for a minute. I'm going to bring my heart over here. And I'm just going to kind of mix it together. And if I see any big pieces like that right there, I'm gonna get rid of that. Put that back in our. I think this will be pretty on what we're doing. I'll have to cover the whole thing. I've tried to cook the big pieces, but sometimes you can't. So we're just kind of just... Hi, Amanda. How are you? Right. I know it. I know it, Ellen. That's a fact. All right. So let's just put us a few more little pieces on here. Whoop. I mean, Gloria talked about this today, about exactly what we need to do, whether we need to mix it, and I think mixing it was a good idea. How are you, Amanda? Whoop. That's a little bit too big too for what we're doing. So we're just getting us some glass down here so we can pour. I'm going to take my stick and I'm just going to drizzle that in. I'm going to get that. I'm excited. I was excited, but petrified to use the resin tonight. At the same time, how many can relate to that? All right. And I'm really just going to drizzle it because we don't want it to go over. Yeah, Amanda, how is everybody in your house? I hope you're feeling better. Okay. Try not to spill too much of it over. Get a little bit of this down right here on the end. That's the hardest place to get it, is on the end. What do y'all think? Isn't that pretty? Okay. I think that's going to be maybe just a little bit on the end there. It's hard to get that down on the end right there. You see what I mean? Did ya? I had pork chops and yellow rice. Thank you. Thought this would be really pretty. A different take on the snowman, right? Okay. It don't have to be on every single piece of it, but I try to get it as even as I can. So what we're going to do now is take this stick and we're just going to drizzle it on there. And that's going to hold it. And by drizzling it, you won't have that going over the edges. Like that. And I didn't need as much as I've got, but you know, it's okay. Whoops. It's just hard to when you've got a small thing to work with like we've got here. Thank you. Y'all keep our Ollie in your prayers too. She's not doing much better, I don't think. We're supposed to, I know in Crossville in Cookeville, Tennessee, which is about 200 miles from here, the interstate had to be shut down because there were so many accidents because the roads were so bad. It was horrible. So I'm just drizzling this over a little bit. Just get that everything down. I made like I said, pork chops and yellow rice. That's really good. Okay. How am I doing, Gloria? Yeah, she does. I don't think she's went to rehab yet, has she, Sherry? She hadn't earlier. Aw. You better let us know when you get to Tennessee, girlfriend. That's all I got to say. You better. Or is she doing it at college? Is that what she's doing? Yeah, I didn't think so. Hey, how are you? Welcome in, everybody. Glad y'all could be here. And believe it or not, this part here is the easy part. It is the easy part. Alright. Okay. The hard part is when I have to paint these eyeballs on this snowman. That's the hard part. Can y'all see that? Isn't that pretty? He's going to be holding. We had no... Okay, so we're going to set this over here and just let that be setting. Alright? And I don't know if I'm done with that yet, so we're just going to leave that over there, right there. We're going to take these gloves off. I know, isn't that pretty? Wise Creative Designs, I'm telling y'all. Sweet Karen does a great job. So, which is also where my snowman is coming from. This is our snowman. Isn't he adorable? And I've got to, let me see. He's got a wire hanger already. And we're just going to kind of lift that up a little bit. We can kind of stretch it back and forth. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Hello, Lynette. Hello, hello, hello. Y'all was so afraid to do this. That's so glorious. I'm so scared to do this. I am. Oh. Alright, so let's get our... I've got some buttons over here, too. I'm going to get our glass and stuff off of the table so we can have a little room. Because I don't have much room. I just do not. Alright, I'll put that glass back in there. Move that. And we'll set this down because we need another one. Need another... I mean, part of that's dripping off, but that's okay because I've got the tape under it, so it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Okay. I'm going to set this over here, out of our way. So nothing will bother that. Thank you. Hello, Melanie. How are you? How are you? Okay, good. Okay, so we're going to get us some... Here's my... I've got a nose and I've got buttons and I've got something else we're going to put on him. But I'm going to try to do pink as much as I can. So we are going to go get ahead and get us some... this is called Wicker White. I've used it a lot. And we're going to put us a little bit of that pink down as well. This is called Baby Pink. It's a really pretty color by Folk Art. Like that. And we're probably going to mix a little bit of that up before it's all said and done. I have all kinds of these little brushes here. And we're going to need them because when it comes to painting eyes, we're going to need it. So I thought about, what I thought about doing first is going ahead and getting his hands painted brown. Hi, Maribel, how are you? Go ahead and get his hands painted with the, we're going to use antique wax for that. I can just use one of these. We're going to get his hands painted. Because it's going to be like a tree branch, so it's going to be brown, right? Just taking my time so it won't go over. Yeah. Yeah. How are you, Lynette? Hope you're doing all right. So we're going to... just get our hands done. And I don't have much room here, so I was hoping you all could see all right, because I wasn't sure if you could. And we're getting his. I told Karen, I said, oh my gosh, so nervous. About his, about painting his eyes and stuff. I'm just taking my time right here. Probably should have got a smaller one to do this with. Hello, Sheila. How are you? Hello, Connie. How are you, sis? Okay. There's that. I don't think I need this brown for anything else. And Karen also sent me some of the cutest little buttons that you've ever seen in your life. I'm going to take Belly. Perfect. Oh no. Okay, I'm just going to wipe that back just a little bit. Okay, and so I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do pink. We're going to do pink for his hat. We're going to do white up here. We're going to do pink for the hat. We're going to do pink here. We're going to do white here. I don't know. What I think I'm going to do is pink right here, these two places. And white up here because he's going to be white with just a pink tinge. So we don't need, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's get some of his white done. I am not one that paints much, so oh my mercy. I am not, but we're building him, right? So just taking right around through there. And we're going to go back around him with some pink. Because he's going to be pink. That might be a good idea too. I'm just afraid I'm not going to get this nowhere near done by the time we get done with here. We ain't got but an hour, right? I'm doing as best I can. Okay. I'm just trying to go around that scarf and not get white all over it. I'm going to put pink on it. And I'm gonna go ahead and paint over the buttons because I can still see it. I can still see it. Lynette, I sure hope you feel better soon, honey. There's lots of our crafting sisters that we need to be praying for. Miss Connie, Miss Ollie, Miss Rosa, lots of them. I don't think I'm going to use both of these buttons, although I have them, and you'll see why in a minute. You'll see why. Oh, thank you, Kimmy. I hope so. Y'all's weather like? Is it? I know Corey's probably got really cold weather her living in New York, but do y'all have snow coming, or do you have snow already? Or I went to work this morning, and normally where I live, it's really cold, and when you get to Johnson City, there's usually not much snow. It was exactly the opposite today. There was more snow there than there was here. There's more snow. Alright, so I'm going to have to take a small brush here and get his face. Oh, I bet. I bet so, girl. I'm sorry. No, Robin, that's what I said. That's exactly what I said. It's been so cold, and I know when I got to work this morning, it was cold, but it got colder all day long. As the longer I was there, the colder it got. I worked the drive-through window in the later part of the day, and it was so cold, guys. Snow coming through the window. Yeah, that's kind of Sheila. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Yeah, that's kind of what we had going on too. It was really, really. These eyes is what's got me worried, guys. I am not even joking. Not kidding. Read about the eyes. I love you. Yeah. Yep. I know. And I'm just going to kind of go over his mouth a little bit too. I can see it through that white. We're going to paint that black. We have a note that Karen sent me for him. And I don't want to hurry this along because I don't want to mess it up. It's liable to happen anyway. Me Lindell wants to know, hi Michelle, how are you? Had a beautiful project today. Got to see part of it. We're not supposed to have our phones out at work, but sometimes I sneak and do it anyway, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm just tired today. Worked all day, but I think I'm learning to kind of live with it, Kathy, to be honest with you. I'm just learning to live with it. I think you get used to stuff after a while sometimes, don't you? Oh, I'm so glad to have y'all here. Hello, Roger. How are you? I'm trying to paint this without having to have more than one coat here. If I'm looking down, I'm so sorry if I'm not responding to you guys. This is, I told Kimmy a while ago, this was totally out of my comfort zone. For sure. Whoop. So we got this. We got him white. Anyway, part of him white. This wire, I don't know what to do with it. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can. I would just about undo it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and paint the very top of the hat white too. We'll dry that and then we'll get started on the other stuff. This is when painting like Corey would come in really handy. It would. You Christian ladies that are in here with me, you're really going to like what I'm going to put on him, I think. I thought it was really pretty. It goes right along. And I got it from Michelle the Crafty Basket case, so. Oh my goodness. Really? Y'all gonna get snow in South Carolina? I remember one Christmas I was living in Charleston, South Carolina, and I was coming home for Christmas, and we couldn't come because it was 3 inches of snow and 3 inches of ice. And my mom was still alive, and she said, I don't believe a word of that. You were just telling me that. No, I'm not. I promise. I'm not. I wasn't just telling her that. It was snowy. It was really snowy. Really was. And she didn't believe me. She did not believe me. Right? Corey. Oh. Okay. So now we're going to I'm going to put some pink on him. I'm going to make him his I'm going to make his I don't know what that is. I'm going to make this pink. I want you here just because. Oh, yes, we all do. Glad to see everybody here tonight. Thank you all for being here. And thank you, Kimmy, for having me. I'm trying to do just the best as I can. I'm not a painter for sure. I can paint a couple of things, but it's not. We'll get it. Get right through here. Or that resin really hardens Glory. I probably should do that, right? Probably should get that resin on his hat while we're at it. Let me see what we got here. I wish there was something I could do with this string. I need to get the big pieces back out of there. It's not going to work. Thank you, Karen, for saying that. I appreciate that. Okay. I'm trying, sister. Okay, let's see what we got here and see what we need. Well, let's see if I can get. That's okay. So let's see what I got here. I've got to hurry because my resin is gonna not be working with me if I don't do it right now. If I don't do it right now, or soon. It's a build this. Roger. I can't tell you exactly, but it's about building your snowman. Let's build a snowman. I think that looks good. We don't have to have it on every single spot. Let's get us some resin down. We just can't pick him up or her up. We can't pick her up. We can't pick her up. We can't pick her up after we do this. Can't pick her up. Oh, thank you. I had help. My sister Gloria helped me out some. I wouldn't have this. I wouldn't have the resin or the glass if it wasn't for her. Well, I had the resin, but not the glass. So, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and while that's setting up, we're gonna go ahead and paint this part of his. Whoop. Piece of glass in there. I'm gonna paint this pink. I always do stuff that is harder. I don't know why I'm like that. Oh my goodness. But I'm hope y'all are enjoying it. I'm having fun doing it. It's a fun thing to learn. And I might put a little darker on the hat a little later on, but we are don't want to run out of time. We need to get the bottom part of his little I know, right? The mirror, right? Deb Brown taught us a lot, didn't she? But Gloria's taught me a lot too. Gloria's very good at what she does with resin and with glass. She's very, very, very talented. I'm just kind of going down that way and down this way. I did not go. Don't get out of the lines like. Hello, Julie. How are you? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Thank y'all for being here. This is fun. So we've got to get his eyes. We've got to get his nose done. We've got to get our buttons on. I'll show you what else I'm doing. Yeah, I'm so glad to see you all. Thank y'all for being here. I love Miss Cammie, and I followed her for a long time. We're in a lot of groups together, so I appreciate her letting me be here. It's a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun already, although I'm just trying to thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So two of the things that come with this is the little buttons. Hello, Denise. How are you? I caught you earlier a little bit. And then we've got the nose, of course, that goes on there. I'm going to dry this, though. We can't afford to have it smearing everywhere. So. I know it, Tamara. I know it. I'm just getting him dry a little bit. Oh, thank you, Cammie. That's so sweet of you to say. This is really out of my comfort zone to do this. I ain't playing with y'all. I am not playing. Oh, and I just saw stars. I don't know who sent me that, but thank you, whoever did that. I appreciate that so much. Oh, that's so sweet. I was probably looking down trying to get this done. And still looking up. So, okay. Alright, let's set that there. And, his nose, we're going to do, I have this, really pretty, it's called Canyon Sunset. And we've also got, still some brown that we're going to make some little, I want it to look like a real nose. So we're going to do that. And Karen sent me some little, also some little, I won't put that in there. I hope that's a mistake, but we're going to put it in there. Let me get me a little brush here. Let's see. No. See here. Out of room. I am so out of room. Alright, so let's get our... We're going to paint it this color first, and then we're going to put some brown, little brown marks on there. Get that part done, and I can't wait to show y'all what we're going to put on the... Besides the heart we're going to put on him. And I don't know that I'll be able to put that resin heart on there tonight or not, but you'll get the idea anyway. I like this color for a carrot. I do. I think it's pretty. I've never done resin like this on live, so it is totally... And my sister Glory for helping me. I have to do, really. Okay. Alright. So, we've got our carrot nose. We're going to dry for a minute. I'm going to turn my glue tool on. And we're going to take us a little detail brush here, and we're going to put some brown on there. I think I'm going to use a little bit of chestnut color. I know. Alright. And I'm just going to make a couple of little... little marks on there, just like it's a real carrot, right? Kind of like that. Can y'all see? Let me see if I can get that. What I got on my hands, it is sticky. Let me get it flat. I don't even know what time I'm looking at. I don't even know. Let's see. Oh, Lordy. I've got 10 minutes. Oh, my mercy. Okay. Alright. Let me see. Our little nose is going to go right there. Isn't that going to be so cute? It is. Let me see if I can find a little bit of... a little bit of... We're just going to make that little... what I'm going to try to do is make that just a little bit darker. That pink. I'm going to take a little bit of pink here. I mean, just a little bit of... way too much. Oh my God. It's not going to work. Not that. Okay. Let's see. That's not the color I wanted it to be at all. Let's see. Well, that might be alright. We're going to see what it looks like. I just want it to kind of be different than the rest of it. Oh, thank you, Corey. That sounds like coming from you. We're going to just make this just a little bit different shade of pink. Just added just a little dot of black to it. And when we get done painting this, I'm going to put my button on. I'm going to show you what else I'm going to do. Because we're going to run out of time. And I'm not going to be able to finish. And if you all noticed, I avoided the eyes at all costs because... Oh, Ellen, I'm so sorry. We're going to put... I had some fur, I put that on there, but I don't have any, so we're just doing this instead. Alright, so let me get that off with that brush. How am I doing, Karen? Am I doing alright? Oh gosh. I was so worried about doing this, but I want to show you something that's really sweet that we're going to add to this. And if y'all know anything about me, you know that I love the Lord, and I can't do anything without Him. So you know He's going to be in the middle of it. Thank you, Connie. Okay, I reduced this because we're going to put this right here, and this is so pretty. It goes right along with our theme. And this says loved, and it's John 3:16. Isn't that pretty? So we're going to put that right here, right down here on him. We are. So, let's see if our glue gun has, yep. So we're going to put our nose on there, so we'll have that. Okay, we're just going to slide that right one there, like that. Thank you. Thank you. And of course, I got this in the mail just today, actually. Maker's Magic, I love that. Oh, thank you, Karen. You know I was so nervous about it, girl. You know I was. Lori knows I was too. Yes. We are loved, right? So I couldn't do anything without having him being a part of it, right? Thank you. Hello, Andrea. How are you? So we're going to put just a little bit of this Maker's Magic down. We're going to put it, well, let's see, first. Let's get our button. The one button I'm going to put on there because I think the other's going to cover it up. Alright, so I'm going to put our little button down right there. Just to give me some kind of stuff to go by. And we're going to push that right there. And we don't need the second button. And we're gonna put our resin piece down. Our little heart down on that. Hello, how are you? Joanne, how are you? Alright, so we're just going to put that right here. I couldn't do anything without the Lord, so I can't do this without Him either. So this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. And I kind of cut it to where it would fit right there and still have us a button. So I'm so glad to see you all. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all being here. Appreciate Kimmy having me. This is the first event I've done for her, so it's been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Let's dry this. Draw that up a little bit. So what color should we do the button? What color? What color? And I'm still gonna do his eyes and all that. And outline the little scarf and stuff. But we got a lot of it done though. We did. And we can save that for we can save that as a button for another project. It's no problem there at all. I'm not gonna try to get. But here's what we've got so far. And my glasses coming off. I can't lift him up. Her up. I can't lift her up. See that piece of glass that come off? That's okay. No, it's all right. Do you think we should do a black button? You guys? Thank you, Lynette. I can also tell you this is the first shot at it I've ever had. So for something like this, so I appreciate you all. Appreciate it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get his mouth done. Thank you, Kathy. I don't have any markers, or I would do that for his mouth. But I don't have any. I don't have any. So we'll paint his little button black. And I will probably take a really thin something and do his eyes. I'm glad I didn't get to that point, so I wouldn't. Oh, I'm afraid I'm gonna mess it up. These are color the hat, man. No, we got it. I'm gonna give us a black button here. And then we'll draw that. Alright. Ooh. I like that all my hands, but it is. Now, I probably will highlight his face and his eyes and his hat and everything. I probably will. Then we're going to put our little heart right here with the resin on it. Thank you. So for those of you that weren't here for the first of it, this is our little heart, resin heart. We're going to, with the glass, we're going to put right here on our sweet little snowman. We are. So it is 9 o'clock. It's time for me to go. I'm going to finish this up. I'll post pictures of it. Thank you, Kimmy, for having me. I appreciate it so much. I hope you all put white dash for the thread will go through the button. Well, see, I almost thought about, look at this button that, I almost thought about doing that, but I don't know. We could do four little white dots on there. I don't have any, I've got glitter, but I don't have black glitter. I have white glitter, so. We could always use this, though. Could use this. We could. I know, isn't that pretty, the heart? I know, Karen. Thank you so much for sending. This is White's Creative Designs. She sent me this. If you all need wood cutouts, go see Miss Karen. She will help you out. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to finish this up. I'll probably put some glitter on this. And I will. Thank you, Sheila. I appreciate that. Thank you, Kimmy, for having me. I'm glad all you all remember to choose kindness because you never know what somebody else is going through. You guys have a great wonderful night. I'll be back on at 8 o'clock in the morning for my devotional. Y'all that want to come, please be a part. We'd love to have you. Have a good night, everybody. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.